Oh dear. How is the sound for all you guys? And welcome. I thought, yeah, as you see by the title, I thought we would basically start again a survival. The reason being, there have been a few little tweaks and changes here and there, and it gets kind of overwhelming trying to keep up with them. So I thought I'd start again, and I don't want to get too far into it as such, because rumour on the street has it that they're supposed to be bringing a large update soon. Now, I don't know what that means, and I don't know how large it's going to be, but if there's going to be any significant changes, I don't want to feel like I'm going to have to restart my entire world and leave where it is. So I'm going to have loads of worlds at various different progression rates all the way through. But yeah, I thought we'd start afresh, really. One thing I'm already noticing on my toolbar at the bottom, if you notice, I've already got the spud gun, I've already got the lift, not the lift, sorry, and I've already got the connection tool. I don't know if this is just my game being broken. What's this in here? Or if this just is how it is. But I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to start with the spud gun, and actually, I know that this is on. There we go. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to start with the spud gun, so I don't know why or where that's come from, and also I don't know why or where the connection tools come from, unless this is how you start the game now. Yeah, I've got my paint and my weld tool here as well, so something's not right there, which I don't agree with, because now it's given us an advantage that we don't need. A little bit unfair, but I don't know what's going on there. So I just thought we'd just play along and see where we get to. I might even just kind of build a base around here, you know. There's no real reason to leave the start initially. We can get what we need right here. We know that we have to go to the trader, so that's not a big deal. We'll just see how we get on. It might be good. Might be. We'll see how we go. How is everybody today? What a throw. True champion. That should be our 9 block total. Do some carrots. Do some tomatoes. There we go. So we'll go get the bots on us straight away. Get some food. I mean, I could have built this a little bit closer to the water, I guess. Save me running backwards and forwards. In fact, I'll do that. I'll get some soil and I'll bring it closer to the water's edge. Then we haven't got to worry too much. Huh. But it's nice to start from the very beginning sometimes, you know. It's kind of remember your roots sort of situation. Remember where you came from. And also because it's obviously people are going to be picking up this game along the way now and again. So it's always good to remember the not the difficult times as such, but you know, not everybody starts from the same place. Okay, so this might have been a better place to build it all. There also doesn't seem to be any game sounds I don't have any music coming through. I don't know why. There should be. But it might be just taking its time for a while. I don't know. See how we're getting along in here. Put the fire out. Hey. It'd be nice if we could get us a hose. That'd be pretty good. We hear a haybot somewhere though. So we'll start hacking down some trees. Get some wood. Once we've got some wood, we can start doing basic stuff. But I'm thinking with this one, yeah, we'll kind of live out of the ship. Wait. Oh, that's pretty cool. So we know we need the master battery and things like this, but for now we'll just try and free up some space. We'll start a build around here. Yeah, just, you know, keep us nice and sweet. I forgot how long this stuff takes early game, you know. When you get the refined bot and the blades and stuff, that's kind of a... It's a godsend. So as you might have seen, well, a few hours ago, when I put my last video up about they had an update, which I think is pretty good actually now. It means that we can build in the grass without it being a big issue. The only problem there is, I'll show you this. So, this is perfect conditions right here. So what you got here now is with this new update that you got, you don't see the grass. We can build a block and the grass kind of disappears. It doesn't work if you go underneath and kind of try and cheat the game. It still realizes that it's there. And in some of these blocks it's not actually working, which is interesting. But there you go. So it removes the grass. Awesome. The bad news is, as you'll see here, it doesn't remove the bush. So we're still going to have problems with the bushes and the trees getting in the way of stuff, which kind of sucks. But the minute there's no way that these things will disappear, which I was hoping, and by the looks of it, as was many others, that the bushes would act the exact same way that the grass does. But sadly, that is not the case. I wish it was true, but no such luck. Now, we're going to be heading, obviously we're going to be going for the mechanic station because we want to get us those awesome bots that will help us get through, but I know that we're going to need some, we're going to need a lot of wood really, we're going to need a lot of metal, stuff like this. We'll just pile on in here and we'll get it going. Bots. Yeah. So I want to build around the... That's interesting. I'm going to be intrigued to see what he does. Like, there's no reason for them to attack my crops. Oh, he see me. He's coming for me. So I think these guys seem to have a bit more of a... like a wider field of view. I don't know why he's coming. There's no reason for him to be approaching. The farm is fine. Only 9 plot farm, so there's not got any reason why they would be coming over here. So he's making his way over, interestingly enough. It does seem that he kind of acknowledged me from a further distance than he would have done. Which is, yeah, definitely different. Not what I was expecting. So I don't know what we're going to do about that. And I also know that these things go down with one hit. So I was thinking about putting these around the farm while I just went off and did some stuff. But obviously that would be bad. I wonder if the block thing works with these plant things in the water. Nope. So it's literally only grass that it does it to. That's a shame. Whoa. And it seems that bots find you a bit better. They have more of an interest in you anyway. It's as good as it is bad, I guess. Where'd that guy's leg go? There it is. I know some people call them spines, some people call them legs. To me, they're going to be legs. I just think it's more of a leg thing. It's a little less gruesome with it being a leg than a spine. Right, we need to go down here to this building. But first, let's have a look-see in the ship. See what we've got in here. Can we access this bot? No, not yet. What about this? Is this bit? Okay, so this requires power first. A lot of people are saying that they want to know if it's usable yet, or you know, this kind of stuff. It'd be nice to be able to repair some of the stuff in here. That'd be pretty good. Let's just go for a quick sleep, get a spawn point. Right, we'll go get the master battery. Take a trip down and get it. No, well, before I do, one thing I want to try is how much effect the water has on the robots. Because I know that the water does stun the robots. But I'm intrigued to see to what extent the water will stun, especially the tote bots. So we'll give that a check. Circuit board. I don't know about you guys, but I think they've done something to the colour and the contrast as well, because the game looks better. It's just got a bit more depth to it. I don't know. Have a look, see. Another bucket. We'll take this with us and we'll throw it on the tote bot that we know is up here. One there. Yeah, he's the only one so far. I think there's another one around the corner. Okay, so that missed. Awesome. Well, that kind of hit him, but it's not done a single thing to him. I thought water was supposed to stun him. It turns out it didn't do... Well, didn't do anything. At all. Which is disappointing. How's the brightness for you guys when it's night time? Somebody let me know. Please. Is it pretty dark? Looks pretty dark. Master batch. Is it too dark? Not really. Okay, that's cool. I can live with that. Thank you very much. We're picking up gas like it's free resources, but... Okay, so... Water doesn't seem to do anything to tote bots, which is quite disappointing. I was hoping that it would. We've now got the master battery now. We've got two choices. We can either put the master battery in the crashed ship, or we can save the master battery. Mind you, I was going to say we could save the master battery and take it to the mechanic station, but there's no point because there's one there anyway. And especially if you want to use the ship as a sort of base. Ooh, what's that over there? Oh, it's the lights of the billboard. I also hear something. There he is. Right, so I'm just going to grab some water and see if the water will do anything to that hay bot that's over there. Okay, so it stuns them and kind of ragdolls them. That's good. And it does so for quite a while. That's nice. Ooh, lag. Right, there we go. Right, hang on a second. I want to pull my options up. The audio's so quiet. Everything's up, but there's nothing there. Interesting. That's a shame. Be nice to have some background music. Okay, so water this. For when we next ready. Ah, what a miss. You know what, I think I am going to turn the brightness up though. I think there might be good. Yeah, that's not too bad. We'll see what it looks like when it gets to daylight. It does have a little bit of a whitewash over it for me. We'll see what it looks like when it's daytime and maybe tweak it to suit. So we'll throw this master battery in here and we'll see what we can build at the craft pot. Well, you know what I mean, this miniature craft pot thing. Boom, 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 boom. Right, is this logbook open yet? No, we still can't do anything with this. Ooh. I don't remember that ever having anything on it, but it might. Right, okay. So a bearing is... okay. We've got enough for a seat. We've got enough for an engine. We'll do it. Part of me, you know, doesn't really want to do scrap engines and stuff, but at the same time, while we're here, we might as well, okay? A driver's seat is 100 wood. Ouch. Okay, we'll get that crafting. We'll go out and get some wood then. I didn't realise it was so much wood. Such a long process. So are you guys watching? Are you players of the game? Do you have the game? How does it feel to you guys? You enjoying it? Oh, okay. grind is real in the early days. I forgot so much. Oh, didn't want to do that. And that's going to roll at me, isn't it? Yep. The grind is real. Don't have any tomatoes. We've got beets. Beets are good. Top tip to any new people out there. A carrot is good for hunger. Tomatoes are good for thirst. And beets are good kind of middle ground. Gives you a little bit of hunger, gives you a little bit of thirst. Keep that in mind. Don't just go eating any sort of fruit or veg. Be smart, and they'll last a lot longer. So I'm thinking, if we have this as like our garden and we don't take any of this down, we're going to keep this all for a garden. Kind of run it back to the water's edge. And then like have the house this way maybe over here. Clear a bit of the land, get some trees, get some wood. Kind of plump it out a bit. Be nice if we could take the fences, move the fences, make the place look pretty, but that's not something that we've got. How many barons have I got? 2. Trying to think. Yeah, we can maybe. Maybe. Because I don't want to use any metal if I can help it. Mainly because we don't have much, and secondly because for now, until we can get some bots to us, metal's going to be a little bit tricky to come by. I don't really want to force a raid on the farm just yet. Stop rolling. Stop. Thank you. Stop. Especially with early set. I don't know, actually, we've got a switch. Mind you, early materials aren't very strong. I'm just thinking of early bases. What we could do for an early base. It's all well and good having a wall, and we've got barons and we've got a motor. So we might be able to have like a flail. That might be a thing that we can do. But in order to do that, we're going to need it. We need it in the middle. We're going to need a lot of gas if we have the flail. It's giving me an idea though. Kind of like here. Actually, in order for that to work, it needs to be on the flat. So we'll have to do it up here. Circle this around. See if we can get this circled. And we can put a flail in the middle. It's slowly dying. Cool. Boom. Okay. Why can't I? I'm gonna move that one in a bit. I want to move it there. Why won't it go there? That's interesting. Okay, we'll do it like that. Do that way. Do here. And do here. And then to here. Boom. Annoyingly, there's no center. So, it's going to be a little bit wonky, but... Or can we bring it in a center? Because these are odd block spaces. Each soil is 3. That doesn't have a center though. So if we move that out one. Okay. Thinking out loud. Move that out one. That is now a center space. That's still 6. So if we put the space in between them again, it will give us a center spot so that we can put then we'll have a center, yeah. So then now wait, that's 2 that way. This needs to come across one more. So we are here and here. Bada bing, bada boom. That's our center spot. Wherever it is, there. So then we can build a little post up there. We can put a bearing on top. Boom. And then we can just have like this weird little kind of, we can get it anywhere, there. Then we can have this weird little kind of, yeah, flail, basically. And then that can go round. Woo. Yeah. Oh. Basic defenses at its finest, kids. Then we do the same again. That should be. Something like that, I don't know. It looks like it'll fit. That'll be good. And then we can just put an engine down and yeah, away we go. Plant some crops up. What do we want? We want some tomatoes because we usually get dehydrated. So we'll throw some tomatoes in. Julio. Chuck some water on board. Go wash up. Oh. Throw this on here. Throw this up here. Boom. And boom. Woohoo! And then we're going to keep our seeds nice and what would you call it? Nice and secure, nice and safe. Not secure or safe really there, but should be enough. Whack the tree down. I'm feeling, well, not feeling hitting that mile away. We'll go to the next building along because there should be a lot of hay bots there. We'll pick up a few hay bot pieces. That'll give us some more metal and it should hopefully give us some components or electronic kits. So that'd be nice. And then once we've got those bad boys, sort of rig up some sort of something. But if we also get enough resources, if we get enough resources together and then we go over to mechanic station and get a level 1 engine, or maybe even controller. I can't remember what the pieces were for a controller. I'm thinking the quicker that we can get the basic defenses on a fuel efficient engine, the better we'll be. Because right now it's not too bad. I don't think anything's going to come for the crops just yet. But it means we can set up a few of those little systems. So they'll spin round, and if there's any bots being a bit cheeky, we should be able to remove the bots. Ooh. And get us out of the way. Get us somewhat safe. I'm amazed that a driver's seat costs 100 wood though. That's a lot of wood, early stages. Well, I also wonder, with this moss stuff... Oh, it does disappear as well. That's pretty cool. There's literally just these big bushes that I've stood right in now that won't disappear, which is rubbish. And we're still dehydrated. And we're going to run out of tomatoes. But a drink. Not bad. There's a couple of drinks in the spaceship as well. So that's cool. And we've got one bearing. So we're going to collect that. 2 more bearings, and we don't have anything for wheels. We do need to go tickle up. I wonder if I could do this. I wonder if I could do it. How wide is the sea? Is a 4? Is a 4. So we'll save all this wood that we're not using. It needs to be quite wide, doesn't it? Because they like to roll over. I've only got 1 bearing. It's not speaking out of turn at all. Everybody's entitled to say their piece. I'm not going to sit here and get angry with you. It does make little sense to hang around the ship, but it also, to a degree, makes little sense to hang around anywhere. Because ultimately, once you've got vehicles that you can get you from A to B, do you really need any sort of base anywhere? Like, is there any reason to stay in one particular spot? It's just personal preference, really. You could. There's no harm in that. I'm just having a little look at stuff. You know, it's a nice area out here. It's different. Wait, did I put a... I did. I want to see if it is somewhat possible, which it won't because I don't have many metal, to run some sort of weird vehicle off of 2 bearings. It won't be because, of course, you can't steer. Already answered my own question. Great one. Well, will it, though? You see, the mechanic station will help you build the, whatever, the 3 bots, is it? Or whatever. So once you've got those bots, wherever you put them is what's going to make you build that area quicker. Most people like to take those places, those bot things around wherever they go anyway. I don't know. Wherever I lay my hat, that's my home. Actually, don't have a hat. That's a shame. So that was going to be the idea, and then, yeah, I remembered I don't actually have any steering on this, so that's the idea, straight out the window, straight away. So, unfortunately... What sort of something about this world are you thinking? We need some gas. The options are always there though, aren't they? That's the best thing about it. It didn't work like I wanted it to. I think if we knock that down one more, we come down here, so we've got a bit more space for the blocks to rotate. Yep, that's not good. Don't waste my gas. Also, has anybody started a new world yet? Can anybody tell me why I have my weld tool? I've not built the weld tool, I've not done anything, I've literally started the entire new game, and all of a sudden I seem to have my weld tool and my paint tool. Which I'm not arguing about, it's quite handy, but it's not what I was expecting. So it's kind of confusing. Oh, you... No, I've put the engine on the blocks, that's why it's not going round. Because I also have the spud gun as well, randomly. And I've only unlocked that, obviously, in survival worlds that I've actually done something through. I was kind of disappointed when starting this new world and you've got these tools. It's kind of like half the job is done. Whee! Now, if only we had a way to turn, eh? Not gonna work. Not gonna work. I wonder if the devs know that it's a thing that happens. I'm sure they would do. No. Oh, you're gonna roll away, aren't you? That's very true. It's a very... yeah. There's a lot of anomalies with things in this game and how they happen and why they happen. That's cool, we've got movement. Okay, right. So... I think I'd still end up using them, you know. I'm one of those kind of guys, unfortunately. If they're there, I just know within myself I'm going to be looking at them to use them. We need hay bots. Why does it sound like there's a greenie? No greenie. Right. So. Bring a raid in, maybe. Set these off. Whee! My only concern is I'm wondering how much fuel that will use on the basic engine just to spin that round. Because ultimately the bots are going to hit it. I wonder, if done properly, If they do hit it, if they do hit this, they're going to spin it around themselves. I'm intrigued. We get a bit of soil in the middle there just to put this over the numbers. Okay, different. Why does it want to be a bag of soil there when it could be a plot of soil and fit? Won't fit. So this is just going to be a kind of a waster plot. We're not going to be too bothered if this goes over, so we'll use beets for that because we've got a few bits of beet. No. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm going to get this in before midnight. Yay, okay. That should be alright. And in the perfect world, a haybot would come up to it, go, ooh, whack that. Oh, that's not good. I was hoping it'd have enough energy to... Oh, it might. It might. Okay. Like swing ball. You hit it that way, I hit it that way. We shall have to see. We shall have to see. In the meantime, I'm going to go back to the first building, see if there's anything there. In the chests or something. If there's nothing there, we'll go bounce on to the next one down. Try and see if we can find some haybots. I'm stuck. There we go. See if we can't find some haybots. Get some spines or legs, whatever you guys want to call them. I prefer to call them legs. Everybody else calls them spines. Never knew I was that different. Ooh, components. Nice. Doesn't sound like there's anything going on up here. We'll just double check. We have already been here, obviously. That's how we've got the battery. Double check up here and then, yep, drop on through to the building down below. Get some haybots. Go rough up the haybots. See what we can't come back with. Yeah, this place is going to be empty. Even that chest has an animation. I didn't notice that. I mean, I appreciate the animations, but you can't see them because they're behind all of this. But these two doors are opening, this one's opening, and that yellow one is opening. There's a cool little gimmick that we can't see. Got high hopes for this game. If they can work it out so there's less lag and we can get all our awesome contraptions going, I think it'll be really good. Right then, boys. Who's ready for a fight? Ooh, beetroot. I've actually had a look at this building as a base before, and it's almost perfect. Almost. It just has one letdown to it, and that's the water. You can never get close enough. Ooh, hello. You can never get close enough to the water to enable the pump to pump it through. Which is sad, because I think it's a really decent place to build. Unless I've changed the render distance. Because what can happen, or what I found, is... Take this leg for a walk. So underneath there, as you guys may or may not know, if you've not been back for a while, you've got ground underneath here. So you can plant crops here, you can put soil down here, and you can plant crops. And it does work. I had it all set up so it worked perfectly. I had, obviously, this guy spawns, one of these spawns in here. I had a little tier 3 metal fence to box him in his spawn location. I kept narrowing it down smaller and smaller and smaller to find out exactly where he spawned. And then penned him in. So I almost had like a, well, I had my own hank if you like, if you watch Scrapper and stuff. I had my own little hay bot stuck in the corner. But yeah, the problem was getting water to the place. Every time I loaded a different map in because I wanted to see if I could get the water any closer. It's a fixed distance, which was quite disappointing. So if you have like an automatic water pump system, you can only get halfway from the sea to the building, which is just a little bit disappointing. It's almost a perfect location because it's a fixed structure. So I had a door there, and I filled this in with a wall, and I filled this in with a wall, and I filled that in with a wall there, and it was like an impenetrable fortress. It was really, really awesome. This allowed me to park all my vehicles underneath here. I had massive barn doors here, and I had a lift that took me up there. And it's a really decent location. It really is pretty happy hap. But it was just too far away from water to make it practical. Which was the only downside to it. And I'm going to see, because I think you could solve it if you had a lot of vacuum pump watery tunnel things, whatever they're called. But it just means that you'd have to go out to the sea, turn the pump on, and when you're in render distance, obviously it'll pump the water in. Then have vacuum pumps all the way back to a water chest, because that's the only thing that will kind of hold the water to use for the water pumps. You can put the water in a normal chest, but the water pump, doesn't take the water. Yeah. Doesn't take the water from a normal chest, so you have to do it the hard way. Okay, so we've got some metal now. We've got another bearing as well, didn't we? Yeah, awesome. Okay, we'll throw together this strange old vehicle and see where we get to. Hopefully it'll work. How's it going, Noel? Massive thank you for the hints on the pressure plate. I love the suspension kind of in the wall thing. You can just walk at it. I think that's awesome. That's what I like about this little community that we got going. Is you guys kind of take some of the stuff that I look at and you basically turn around and be like, well, I could do a better job than that. And you spend some time at it and you come back and you put together some awesome little contraptions. It's brilliant. I can probably link in your channel if you wanted to. It's up to you. I noticed that there wasn't much content. Don't want to sound rude or anything, but there wasn't like much content on there, so I didn't know if you wanted me to send people to your channel or not. Hey, there we go. It might not be perfect, but it's a bearing, 3 bearings on a car. You know what I'm gonna do though? I think if we got rid of the wheels, I think they're causing us more problem than we need. I think we'll get on better like that than using a scrap wheel. So scrap wheels are just, yeah, fantastic. It's up to you, my guy. I'd rather do it in a way that you would like, you know. a bit rough and ready, this vehicle, isn't it, really? Can we turn the engine down? No, it'll turn it off. Brilliant. Okay. Well, that wasn't expected. That was not expected at all. Come on. That's fair. I think you have some pretty good content. You seem to have one of those kind of minds that's forever thinking about stuff. I like that. This is a very smooth ride, just saying. Would 100% have no teeth left after this. I don't know, appreciate it anyway. Do we think an extra block in here will actually make a difference? Or will we just be too top heavy? I've already took this out once to put it back in. I'm not convinced. Wait, where's... Oh no, it's rear wheels, doesn't have bearings. Confusing for a bit. Bit too top heavy now, isn't it? Yeah. Oop. Okay. What we'll do is we'll move this around on this angle. Apart from we won't put it there because that's going to foul on the engine. One more. But then this adds a little bit more... might be a little bit more stable, maybe. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. Yeah. Not sure what I'm trying to do, in all fairness. Trying to cheese it and use as few bearings as possible, you know. That's better. That's better. Low and slow. It's not as... I was going to say it's not as bumpy as it was originally, but it's not exactly the smoothest ride. Okay, so we've got a problem. We can't turn left. Easy fix. Easy fix. We'll take it from the middle. You can call it the middle. Bring it out there. Helps to put it on the lift. I'm trying to lift it up, wondering why it's not going anywhere. Thanks. Knew you'd do that. Can I get this bit? No. Maybe. Wait, what? How's that? If I weld that onto that, is that going to weld that whole thing? That's totally not how I wanted it. So we steer and we engine. Better. Everything's where it should be. Quick question to anybody that's watching. That haybot that was around us, never mind. I was going to say, did we harvest its leg? That's how great my memory is. That's the thing, the big wheels suck for fuel consumption, but they're brilliant at most everything else. And it's so disappointing. Hey, there we go, now we can turn both ways. Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. You won't attack my beautiful car. Okay, so mechanic station is over there. Interestingly, it looks like we've just got a lot of water in front of us. Which is good, because it means we can get some more... No, it isn't. I was going to say it's good because it means we can get some more fuel, forgetting that you do have to refine said oil into fuel. I tell you what, you do forget a lot when you spend too much time playing creative stuff. Looking at this drive, you know, we might be right in moving to the mechanic shop rather than just chilling at the crashed ship. We'll see what it's like at the mechanic shop. See if there's some water close by or anything like that. I don't know. Too indecisive. Once we've got a few more motors and a few, you know, upgrades to engines and stuff, this drive won't be this tedious. Oh, that's pretty good. So I'm guessing as he hits it, it's going to bounce back and hit him, isn't it? And ragdoll him or whatever, and he's going to do that a few times. Is that how it works? I would imagine it'd be something like that. I don't see any other way that he's going to take damage. That's worth noting. Okay, chat, I've got a question for you. And I wish I could do a poll. Do we use the mechanic shop as a base and build above it? Or do we stick at the crashed ship that's got a nice little bit of a garden and some lighting and stuff? I think everybody uses this place. Nobody uses that crash ship too much. I'm going to go back there, you know. I am. I'm going to answer my own question. Overall. And go back there. Yeah, of course we need a battery before we can see how much stuff costs. See if I can't get myself killed trying to get this guy out. Knock knock. That'll do. Oh, maybe not. Whoa. Thank you. Thirsty. Get some tomatoes. Here's a question for you then, guys. Do you think we'll be able to get to 1,000 subscribers before mid-October? You think stay at Mechanic Station? I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people do that. I mean, I know it's a lot closer to the trader. Well, there's another option. What about if we go to the trader and set up farm there and use his little pool as our water source? Because the trader's usually right next to... That's a lot of metal. The trader's usually right next to the first packaging station. So that helps us out. And then, of course, what else do you have? So you got the first packaging station there, the trader's there. There's all that extra goodness that's lurking around. Hey. You got to do craft bot before you do refine bot. Well, that's cheesy. Where am I going to get component kits from? I don't know, you know. I got an email through from YouTube telling me if I don't make it within, what would it be now? It's like 17 days or something. Then I've got to go through the whole partnership program thing all over again, which I'm really not looking forward to. How's it going, Mr. Cat? No. Right, so I need component pieces. Anybody around here want to give me some nice component pieces? Anybody at all? Maybe you. Oh, okay. Be there, we're very quiet. We're hunting tote bots. Sneak attack! Every woman's. Wait. Oh, there he is. I could hear him, but I couldn't see him. I just trolled myself with a plant. That totally looked like a haybot to my eyes from way back there. We'll pretend that didn't happen. There is one. Ah, there it is. Definitely this time. He's even doing the pitchforky thingy. It's not the end of the world, no. Don't get me wrong. It's not the most stressful thing. It's just a slight inconvenience. We're gonna die and I didn't respawn. Whoa. Maybe I will set this as a spawn point. Can I have my health back, please? What's your sandwich, Mr. Cat? What is your go-to sandwich? Let's talk lunch. Let's get hungry. Best sandwich. What's it gotta be? I think, in the perfect world, if you are a meat eater, I don't think you can beat a sausage and egg sandwich. Gives you everything you need. Let's get some flowers. Let's make the place look pretty. One component part short. You know what? Let's go up here a little bit. See what's around us. That's a warehouse, okay. It's a random big tree, or half big tree. That's the packaging station's just over there. So we might go adventure over there. Is that water there? Is that road? Might be road. Yeah, it'd be road. Okay. So, okay, we'll throw everything out the window then. What we'll do is we will get a craft bar. Ooh, petrol station thingy. Petroleum plant, that's not bad. Yeah, we'll get a craft bot and then we'll trundle on to the what's his face man, the trader, set up shop at the trader to kind of maybe a little mini base near the crashed ship. So we've got something we can go back to should we need to. You leave that wok alone, you. Yeah, yeet. One wheel. So, wheel on the front or the back? Let's go for on the back. There we go. Oops. Yeah. Don't need none of that. Nope. Okay. Decisions, decisions, decisions. We're still one box short. What food have we got with us? Not good. Slightly running low. What's the fuel like? Wait, I came all this way on one fuel? A little crate under the tree. There's usually sort of crates around there. Wait, what are they? They're wok steaks. Wok steaks. Only useful when you've got a really, really annoying chef bot. Come on. Little car. Nope. Okay. It was worth a go. You tried your best. Nothing around. There's not a thing around. What sandwich did you get? Come on. Tell everybody. What's going to be keeping you fed today? Question for everybody. The vending machines. These bad boys. Are they going to have a use? Do you think we're going to be able to put the shakes in them? I think that would be an awesome thing if you could store these, or even if you could store milk in them. Would be nice. Put milk in it or something, it comes out as a shake. We need food. Some seeds. Seeds lead to food. Look again and again. Howdy, Parker. Don't know the name of the sandwich? Sacrilege. But what would you use as currency? Seeds? Seeds would be good. I think if you use seeds as currency, because you get so many seeds, we need an extra use for them. This vehicle is so not cool anymore. Good enough to get me places, but yeah, I wish to go a little bit further. Wait, how long's that white arrow been on the floor? Okay, so it doesn't look like we're going to find any more crates around a close proximity, which is a shame. And I'm also disappointed by the lack of buildings that are around this place. So unless I really, really blind and missed it, we literally didn't go past a single... How was that tipped over? We literally didn't go past a single building to get from... Where were we? Well, obviously there's the two at the start. So we went past those two, but after that we've not gone past a single building to get here. Which means that hunting for stuff at night... Oh, it's going to be so tedious. I'm not looking forward to it. The last thing that I built was a bearing truck, I think it was, and it randomly started to not agree with the world. So, too many times did it nearly run away from me. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go back to the old materials. I'm going to use an electric engine. It was all fun while it lasted. But I think bearings lag. It is a really grindy game. And bearings, like I say, for me anyway, bearings seem to be the source of all the lag. Don't tell me that that's the closest building around here. It's so empty, look. There's nothing. It's just trees and sky. Maybe a, I don't know, busted building somewhere in the ocean, but... Yeah, that's true. But what's inside, Mr. Cat? That's what we want to know. What are the ingredients in that sandwich? Got me waiting here on bated breath. I ran mine off of the seat. I ran it off the seat, and I think my issue was when it was under load, because I used it to transport all the vegetables and stuff. Ah, a ham sandwich, nice. Yeah, so no, I used mine to transport all of the vegetables and stuff to the trader. So it seemed okay when it was empty, but as soon as it started to get weight on it, the bearings just went absolutely crazy. Nearly shook the thing to pieces, but in the end it just, yeah, it really just didn't work out well. So I had to pull it apart before it just ran off into the distance somewhere, never to be seen again. It really wasn't happy with the weight it was trying to be carrying, I think. I don't blame it. I wouldn't be either, but I thought, well, you know, you gotta try these things. Come on, harvest, please. Harvest. Thank you. I forgot how grindy this game was at the start. I want to say I used full 10, you know. I think I did, but I think I only split it 5 a wheel, maybe something like that. No, wait. I really can't remember. I can't remember if I had front and rear wheel drive, or if I just like souped up the rear wheel and just made it like a 10 bearing rear axle driven thing. I want to say I put some on the front, but I'm not 100% on that. I'm not going to lie to you. I did overpower it a little too much. I get bored of it going slow. So I went all for the power, and I was still on the lift. So I went for all power and no real control. I mean, it's totally my own fault. Come on. Right. Is this a possibility? I mean, it's not any faster. Right, hey, but this is going to become a problem. We do not want this. Read it and weep. Oh, the one time I needed him to drop a component kit. Ever I needed anything right now, it's component kits. That wheel is causing us more problems than we need as well. Okay. That might be where I was going wrong. I was using a small pipe and I didn't have it surrounded by anything. I literally just had small pipe bearing, for a very long way. And then just gassed it up good. And yeah, basically I became a victim of my own desires to be, I don't know, super fast, super efficient, and it bit me. Come here, little boy. Timber. It's Hato seeds. It's exactly what we wanted. Yay. I'm running out of patience. How's it going, Zach? Thank you for dropping by. Oh, please just drop me a component kit. Just one. I'm going to be out. Oh, build it in. This might have one. Let's vehicle it over. We've still got 10 fuel. Machine shop's just over there on the horizon behind. It's not too bad. I hear somebody. There he is. Park this here. Yes! Finally. After what feels like days of searching. Finally got that second, ninth, 10th component kit that we need. Right. While we're here. Well, I never knew you could just run straight up and over corn. That was lucky. Maybe you can't. No, you can. Huh, different. Ooh. Another bearing. PD. Huh, no way up. Okay. Ooh. Wait, how far away is this from water? There's water there, isn't there? Yeah, it's a little way. I want to see if we can't utilize one of the existing buildings for a base, you know? Especially something like this, because it'd mean that... Ooh, hello. There we go. It'd mean that, yeah, big red farm bots would struggle to get in. Which country are you at, Zach? You gotta be forwards. You gotta be like... What? Somewhere Asia, Australasia. Oh, that's not the way in. The hay bot beating up that walk. What a mad, mad thing. Hello. Now we're getting component kits coming out of our ears. Not that we're complaining. But yeah, that's pretty good. Right. Next up. Robots. Hello. Unlucky. Awesome tricks. Awesome tricks. Always check your straw piles, kids. You might find a chest. Okay, so this is what we do. We put the glow sticks at the end. That means that if it gets night, we can just pull them out, and you guys might be able to see a little bit better. Okay. And the leaf piles, very true. Not found an autumn biome yet. Although looking at these trees, this might be one somewhere. Yeah, over there. Oh, oh dear. Oh dear. How do I fall that high and only lose 27 health? That's a lot more than that. The water's a bit too far away. Wait, I'm sorry. How much honey did I just get? Oh, I only got 10. No, that's fair. I thought it was a lot more than that. Okay, we've now got enough stuff to actually get the craft bot. Woohoo! So if I can work out where I park my car. Well, let's go. Okay. Guys, I've had another thought of something that I've always wanted to do in terms of a base. So I think, don't hate me on this one, I think I'm going to build my base at the packaging station. Because I want to try something, but I don't know if I should try it in an actual world or whether I should just try it in, like, you know, one of the little sort of demo server things that I do sometimes. And there's a hay-bot behind me. I think I'm going to try it here. I think I'm going to do it on this one. Oh, now we're thirsty. Do we have tomato? No, we don't have tomato. Do we have any shakes? We've got 3 shakes. I need to kind of get back to the spaceship. So I'll get the craft bot. I'll get another wheel. I'll go back to the ship, pick up all the soil and the farming stuff and bring it back here. Then when we are here, we can prepare to move on a little bit more. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, craft bot, craft bot, craft bot. Whoop. Good crafting, Mr. Bot. Oh no. Okay, cool. So that'll keep us nice and well for a small bit of while. Craft bot, so you can sit up here so you're out of the way, my friend. Right. So, what do we even need? What do we even need? I've got a bearing now, haven't I? I've got a bearing and 1 wheel, so we'll do at least 1 more wheel. Look at that. 1 wheel. Oh, are you joking me? Okay, so we can't do that. Till we've got 1 of them and 1 of them. So that'll be a wheel. No original. Engine. Or a controller. Controller requires glue. Okay. That's a lot of metal. But then we need a lot of level 1 metal to do anything with. Okay. Wheel. That's what I was here for. Wheel. So we'll sort out the back side of the vehicle. We'll make this wider a bit more, just so we've got a little bit more stability, as it were. You know what? We might make that a little bit longer, because if we're going to carry stuff around, it might be alright. It might be okay. Is that right? There should be 4 out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and on the 4th one you come down. There. Boom, 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 boom. I wouldn't wonder what happened if we put these in here as well. This is going to be so bumpy and rocky, it's not going to be worth it. I have that feeling. And then if we join them together, can we do that? Yeah. Then we can only need to run one of those on because it can't have that many connections. Okay, cool. Doesn't turn very well. Like, at all. Okay. But it goes forwards, so that's good. Picking up a couple of blueberries is also pretty good for us. Baron is 5 scrap metal, isn't it? Just thinking. We go for another couple of wheels. What do we need? We need another Baron for sure. We need honeycomb. Nope, okay, we'll go back to the ship. We'll get our stuff. We'll come back over here. We'll set up a little bit of a farm over there because it's not so far away, so we'll be good. Turn though. I really need to find a way to make this turn a little bit better than it does. There, hey bucks. I see a tote bot. Should have followed the road. I'm really lost now. I wasn't paying attention. Come on. Come on. Good. Come on, little car. Yes. Come on. Pop, 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 pop. Yes. I kind of think the rubbish back wheels are helping us with the rubbish front. It seems to balance each other out, and it kind of bounces up and down when the other bit would. Here we go. Slow and steady wins the race. I don't have the resources for all of that. I've got one light at the spaceship, but other than that, I'm going to have to make them. There's more important things to make first. Can't just be straight up making lights. That's crazy talk. No, in fact, you probably picked the best time to go. I was struggling to get back to the crashed ship. So So we are now back here. We're going to pick everything up. I'm going to set up. I'm going to change my mind yet again. And again and again and again. And we're going to set up main base is going to be at the packaging station. So we need this and all of this. All of this. Ooh, pipe. Can we take the lights? No, we can't take the lights. Not those ones anyway. Which lights can we take? We can take that one. And we can take those two. Do we have any more stackables in here? Shapes. Right, we can come back for this stuff. It's not important to us. Hit the radio. We won't take the radio. We'll leave the radio there. Check on the field. Grab the farming stuff. And then away we go. Right, so. What can we put down? Let's put our bucket down. One bucket. Oh, I got 3 buckets. Look at that. 2 buckets. 3 buckets. We get rid of 5 blocks. Ooh, when did I pick up glass? I wasn't paying attention. Then we're putting these here. It might, you know, Skur. It might. If I had like a pivoted middle, might actually be helpful. It was a shoddy little windscreen. Something like that. To get rid of the blocks that free up the inventory space. Hang on. We can put these on. We don't need those as such. Yeah, you can take those lights. You can take the exit light from the top. You can't take any more lights though, I don't think. I can't remember. No, you can't. That was one of the first things I found out. When I very, very first played the game, my brain went, just take everything and anything. And the lights were something that I could take. This doesn't want to turn. It really doesn't like turning. suppose we should have checked how much fuel we had. Wait, what's next to the bed? What did I miss? Okay. Are they similar to the ones that we already took? I completely didn't see them. I play this game half blind a lot of the times, I'm not going to lie to you. You know when you just kind of... I know, just getting the momentum of doing stuff. You just become oblivious to the world around you. Those rubbish house lights are not rubbish. They're atmospheric. They create a nice atmosphere. You can have like a moody pink. You know, you can have like a nice hot white if you like. Keep it looking like it's daylight everywhere. It's good for a greenhouse. They might look a little bit ugly, but they do work as lights. They do. Kind of. No! Coast it. Not even. Good job we got some fuel. It's all downhill from here. In all fairness, there's not that much that you wouldn't have noticed that you can take. I'm pretty sure you'd have taken everything that you'd want to take. My brain just went, hey, we could do with some light, so I just tried on every single light in the ship and was very disappointed until I got near the door. It's very much like Eye Over the Engine, isn't it? This the pop and the bang, and it keeps on trundling through. You know what, Skr? I didn't do that because I wasn't thinking. I guess the brain goes, well, I don't need big boxes, and completely overlook the pipe pieces. I build everything in boxes, that's my problem. Everything I build is really square, because that's, one, the simplest way of doing it for me, because I'm not smart enough to know anyway. I imagine it would. I imagine it would. Now, are we going to be able to carry this with us? Nope. I gotta think about this. If I put it on top, it'll be too top heavy. If I put it over the back, we'll pop a wheelie. What about if we stick it on the front? Can we put it up here? No, of course we can't. That'd be too crazy. And it's too big. I mean, I could just run it. It's not a million miles away. No, I think that's just on days that, I don't know, a few and far between. I'll have a day where my mind will just go whoosh and I have to write down so many different ideas and come up with stuff. But the majority of the time, I've not got a clue what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing. A lot of my discoveries have come from the odd live stream here and there where chat has gone, hey, why don't you try this? And it's just like, well, that makes complete sense. Why didn't I think of that? Tree, rock. Tree, rock. So down here is where we're going to call home for a bit. In the ideal world. And there's only one reason why I want to do this. I believe I can make an auto harvester that will be able to gather the crops, but then when it goes to reset itself, it will be able to go into these bad boys and automatically unload for us. Now, I could be really overreaching, but I think it is possible to do so. So, that is the reason why we've come all the way over here. But I think that water's going to be too far away. I don't know. We don't need to worry about that just yet. We don't have the ability to build any water pumping stuff. We're going to need a few more pieces. Ah, you can't build here anyway. Well, that's just turnips. They can build on the road, but you can't... Ah, that's so disappointing. Okay. Well. So that's where the edge is. So this is just to help me because I can't work things out using my head, so I've got to draw a line. Nah, I'm gonna do this because hopefully the plan is thinking monorail style. Harvester on a monorail that can kind of come all the way out this far. Something like this, I don't know. Oh, we nearly got enough blocks as well. That'd have been amazing. Yeah, right, so. Start the soil there. How nice, it even picks up the white line. I got a better plan. Okay, right, there. Bosh. So that is just going to be like a placeholder, because right now we don't have any means for automatic watering. How's it going, Dirty Paw? So, yeah, that's going to be like a placeholder to let me know where to place the soil. This is going to be all picked up. We're going to run the soil nearer the ocean, because I don't fancy running buckets backwards and forwards all day long. It would have been nice if they fixed the lines, but I don't know. Scrap mechanic. It's like this. I don't know if you saw this. So obviously you know about the grass disappears when you put the blocks on it, right? So you would assume maybe the bush would as well. But no, the bush still stays. There's no way to remove these things. You just end up with a lot of plants in your house. Which was disappointing when I found that out. I was hoping for more. Ooh, here's the ocean. Wait a minute, let's be sensible. Gap between them. There was like a gap between them. Gap between. Go. Oh, it's not important right now. It's not. Let's just get some crops in. Let's just get something growing. Beets, because they're a good middle ground. And I've left the buckets on the vehicle. My brain. Whoever said stay at the mechanic shop. Ah, you were smarter than me. Should have stayed there, get established, then worry about all this rubbish. Come on. I'm sorry, but I don't speak Russian. We'll try and find out what you said, though. Because that intrigues me. Un momento, por favor, chat. Hold on a minute. Oh, my vehicle is slipping towards me. Nice. Interesting. Well, that didn't work. Yeah, you know it. The good old water two at once. Yay, kind of thing. Hello. Yeah, no, that's what I got as well. I don't know what it means. He knows Google Translate because I got the exact same thing. Don't fall for it. Well, at least this thing's got its uses. It can kind of run through tote bots. While we're here, and while I've got a few viewers, how many of you fall into the 80% of people who are not subscribed? I would very much appreciate it if you did subscribe. I mean, I'm not going to force you to, because ultimately, you only subscribe to content that you enjoy watching. I kind of get that as well. If you're just dropping in for your first time, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Go check out some of the other content on the channel. It would be very nice. And you might find something that you'll enjoy. You might not. But you never know what you might pick up. A few little hidden tips and tricks along the way. Mr. Cat, you get me the resources and I'll make a better car. How about that? What was I doing? I got a blank mind again. So, blocks. Blocks. Water stuff. Right, here we go. You are level 2 metal. So we need to go embers. I've not seen an ember field either. This game knows how to ruffle my feathers. Ding ding. I would never ask anybody or force anybody to try and ring that bell. I think ringing the bell is dangerous. Wait, what? Moonbow? When did what? When did Moonbow give me a shout out? That's pretty cool. I did not know that. Oh, that's awesome. That'll explain why I had a nice little gain in subs once then. That's pretty cool. More beehives anywhere? Pull up there. How can I get to that one this way round? Oh, I can't jump. I'm properly stuck. Going up in the world. Awesome. How much beesy stuff is that? 20. Cool. Honestly, you didn't miss anything in the first hour. You know this game is super grindy, so the first hour has pretty much been like the rest of it so far. Grind, grind, grind. Has anybody got any, like, did he, what, link me in the comments? Was it like on a video shout out or what? Because I'd like to see that because I've missed it somehow. I do like his content. Pretty awesome. The guy's a happy chap, it seems, all the time. It might have been a mention in a reply. I think I've put a comment in him before. But either way, that's nice. There's something, I don't know, I appreciate it when a bigger YouTuber just kind of like acknowledges that you've done something that they're into or something. Yeah. It's a decent thing. Soil. How much is soil? Soil is sand. I need to find a way to get to water. I need level 2 metal. Oh, how's it going, Font? Dropping in to see how bad we can play it. I get that. No way. I think the bees not attacking is probably the best thing that they've ever done in their game. You don't want to be fighting everything off constantly. I'm not too bad, my friend. How are you? How's the hand? Are you good? Let's get another bear on the go, shall we? This barrel or this barrel? The one with the number 3 on it or the long black one? I don't know, Null. I think it's important. I don't know why I think it's important. I just think it's important rather than just, you know, barreling in there and taking other people's stuff. Like, you thought of all of that stuff, so it would have felt really wrong for me just to go, okay, so this is something that I thought of and I came up with. You know what I mean? It's just a bit, I don't know, not right. It wouldn't sit right on my morals. There we go. I've been there. Back in the days when I used to play first-person shooters, I melted through my spacebar because I was using it so much. It's, yeah, it's an achievement in itself. Right, Ember Farms. We'll go look for some oil. So we've got loads of fuel, and then we will go look for an ember field. Yeah. Whee. So that vehicle font was the start, like, obviously the title says I'm replaying survival all the way through again kind of thing. And yeah, at the start I only had like 3 bearings. So with 3 bearings I tried to make myself a mode of transport. I used a bearing and then really extended blocks on the back, and a bearing for really extended blocks on the front for obviously the wheels, and then I realised, well, obviously I need a way to steer it, so yeah, the steering's evolved itself. But, you know, it works. I think that's the most important thing about scrap mechanic, is you build something that works. It might be a little bit crazy, it might be a little bit, you know, over-engineered, or it might be really simplified. People might not like it, but if it works for you, that's all that matters. Do the blocks remove this stuff under the sea? Yes, they do. Okay, so what don't they remove? They remove red? Do they? I'm guessing they won't take this out. Nope, didn't think so. Now I can't see the blocks. Amazing. That's a shame. Never mind. We move. So shift swim doesn't seem to be as fast as it was before. I mean, it might be. It might just be... Let's see. No, it is. I take that back. It is. As I was closer to the surface, it felt a little bit slower. Trying to look for these clams, I can totally see why it's better to play with a lower foliage density. You can just see this stuff so much easier. Yeah, but you're also like a goat when it comes to knowing what you're doing in terms of all the editing stuff. So that helps you understand the principles so much better. I don't even know how you come up with the ideas. What's worse, Font, is the stuff that you come up with and you're able to do. But it seems like these guys, obviously, they've got the entire game to think of, but it seems like they take a while to make tiny little changes. Now, I don't know anything about the code inside of the game. I'm not a game developer. But to see you do it, and then to see them guys do it, it's interesting. But then, what other projects do they work on as well? Is it the same? Is it the same studio that's worked on Raft or anything like that? Like, I'm impressed. You know, my inventory's full, isn't it? Yeah. Let's throw some buckets down. There we go. If they could just focus on one game and get it going really, really well, and then move on to, well, not move on totally to their next project, but if they could put more resources in the direction that they want. I think it was it Derp? Derp or Salty? Somebody like that. They're editing stuff too. Oh, nice. And apparently, one of the big problems is when you get a lot of the vacuum pipes, that can cause a lot of lag because of all the layers or something it creates in the code. It's way over my head, but it doesn't sound good. Put it that way. Ooh, Jesus, we've been going a while, man. 2 hours. I didn't realize the time. Time flies when you're having fun. And thanks for everybody who's been dropping in, dropping out, or who's been in and stuck around for a while. Appreciate it. I'm going to have to check out your mods because they look interesting. They do look interesting. They deliver pretty much everything that players want. Mr. Cat, it depends really on how you upload vids or how you want to upload vids. You have to have something that will catch your game content. So different people use different things. Maybe. He's the guy to ask. He knows what he's talking about. That's for sure. Let's mount this way. Let's not block the seat. That would be good. Alright, we'll go on the hunt for some ember. Wait, fuel. Do I have enough for a normal gas engine? I don't, do I? I think I'm short. Metal blocks? Okay. Emberfield. I guess we're going to have to go further in. Okay, we can't put that there. It's too side heavy. Ooh, that's not good. There we go. Of course, we've got to connect this. Font's Discord. He's got a couple of stuff. Font, if you want to put the link in, you're more than welcome to. There you go. Font, how do you go about making the visuals for the items that you make? Like the new kind of drill bits and the cutting blades that you've made? Can you imagine driving past a wok and all you hear is boom? It's like the sound of a car when you go past it. Oh, is that ember over there? That looks... It looks kind of burnt out over there. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty good fun. I think you'd lose a lot of people though, me included. That's the only issue I have. I'm very intrigued by what you do, but I have next to very little understanding about it. I need like a course in 101 basics before being able to understand. That's my only problem. Because as with everything, people who know what they're doing make it look so simple. I don't mind. I really don't mind. It's you. You're the creator. I'll know when it's happening and I can just drop in. It's mad, isn't it? It's so crazy. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'll check it out. For sure. Appreciate it. Just a question, you guys. What do you think the developers would do if the majority of their users started to make, like, the game... I don't want to use the word better. More accessible. That's what I mean, like, this shouldn't be coming from the user, it should be coming from the studio that's developing it. Or is that their plan? If they can kind of make a half attempt at a game... Nice one. No, I appreciate that font. In what sense, what null? Because I'm just feeling... Imagine the development studio, right? They go in and they kind of lay a foundation down for the game. I wish they'd give the mod makers a shout out though. That'd be nice. You know, put something in the game for them as a tip of the hat. That's very true. Oh my God. But like people have said before, I think it's the modders, the modern community that can kind of push the game to the next level anyway. In the sense that I suppose sometimes, you know, when you get a feeling that a studio isn't necessarily playing their own game. Have you ever had that? Like, have you ever played a game where the community is kind of very outspokenly wanted a specific thing, but the studio just doesn't seem to bring anything close. That's a lot of hay, boss. What's going on here? So with modders, a modder can kind of bring what the community seems to be wanting that the studio, for whatever reason, isn't. Maybe accessibility wasn't the right word, but it kind of offers a level of gameplay that was lacking. Modders are able to kind of build that bridge in between. Because there's been a lot of stuff that people have been asking for a very long time, like oil harvesting and chest sorting systems and all this sort of stuff, and the modern community has been able to do it. And I think what's interesting without knowing what's going on at the studio is the way that the modern community can get stuff out. Wow. I mean, there's got to be a difficult thing there. They spend all this time, potentially, building a game, and then, you know, the modern community comes in and just basically turns it on its head. That's got to be a bitter pill to swallow, because obviously you build it to your own vision, and then other people come in. I bet it was. Font, I do not for 1 second think that would have been easy to do. For sure. I agree with that, Null. It would be nice. It's kind of a double-edged sword, really. There's a luxury in having stuff not work when you're too far away. Like a raid, if you go beyond the render distance, a raid won't come in until you're close to your render distance again. That can kind of work in your favor, but at the same time, if you've got automatic defenses set up, then the place should be able to handle itself. I don't know, sir. It's an interesting thing, that's for sure. Oh, no. That's everything. That is everything. Okay, cool. Throw some gas in here. That's very true. They could be like really against modding, and just that'd really kind of blow everything out. The goal of this vid is trying to establish what we're doing. The amount of times I've changed my mind of where I want to build my base. So I just want to get a little bit of a foundation set up somewhere near the packaging station, just so we know what we're doing. So we've got something to build onto and to go from. Yeah, that's true. It would be nice to have the raid numbers build. Like you say, now it's just it's okay. But I think that's why a lot of the big guys stopped playing. And I'm impressed that Scrapman is still going. When you think about the amount of content that is really left in the game for him, he's kind of achieved all that he can achieve. It'd be nice if the game was a little bit more stable and things would really stack up. having the ability to keep going against tougher and tougher raids would be nice. And you guys are right about that with the craft bot. It would be nice for that thing to keep crafting. It's, you know, it's an important deal. We need it. But it's I don't know, a balance of time, I guess. You got to work out where your time's best spent, and I think that's one of the biggest grinds of the game, because ultimately you want to be out gathering resources, and you want to have your craft bot updating, you know, building level 2 metal or something, but you need to be hanging around in order to do so. It's not great. Right, water pump. I just realised I need a vacuum, and why do we not have enough honey? Because it's all in the chest, of course. Okay. Metal 2. 20 blocks. Then we're going to need... This stuff's expensive. This stuff is expensive. Gonna have to take a swim and get some glue, I think. So we're gonna need honey. Right. So what do we need? I like, right, this is, I'm sorry to say it, but I like the waste of time to a degree of that animation. I've said it before earlier on this video. It's so wonderful that they went through the effort of putting an animation on a chest that you can't see. Why would they spend the time and resources doing that? Like, that's somebody's job to do that as well. Ah, I don't have water. So what is that? It's a bucket with water in, isn't it? That one bucket full of water. Nice to see the cows are gathering. You know, it's really hard to talk smack about something that somebody spent time doing, but you've got to prioritize, surely. Surely you've got to think about, I don't know. Well, they have said on Twitter that they do have a big update coming soon, and they've promised people that it won't take as long as Survival did, which, what was that, like 4 years? I mean, I didn't know that the game was that long in development when I picked up Survival. Would be nice if there was a clam near the bubbles. That's what I mean. It's difficult to, like, having no game design experience or knowledge. I don't know where these guys are at. Are they doing good? Are they doing bad, kind of thing? But listening to people who do know how to do stuff, it kind of feels that they're a long way off. But then if they've been going at more than one game, if they've been splitting their time across 2 games, then yeah, at some point they need to try and get some product out that they can start making money, and I think that's where the trick comes in. You would hope they could. mean, they could pay fonts. They really could. The guy could just work on all sorts of tweaks and then... Yeah. It's crazy. It is madness. Right, so we'll get some glue in. What's he eating? There's nothing on the floor. Right, so glue. The vacuum pump is fine into one of those. Have no metal again. Oh, this game is such a grind. So what do I need? Metal and honeycomb. Fine. Level 2 metal. So I'm going to need buckets of water. Bucket. I need a lot of scrap metal. Excuse me. Okay. Scrap metal. Cool. No honey though, so we're going to have to pick up some honey. I mean, I could upgrade it right away, but then I'll have no components to build my water cannon. I want to get this watering system automated. If I can do that, I don't know, puts me on the front foot slightly, maybe, possibly. Need to get some honey and some honey. Oh, I need a lot of honey. I think it depends on how fast you're going, actually. Or they might have updated it in the update that they just dropped yesterday. Or the other day, whenever it was. Because I did a little bit of a video. If you look at my weird suspension video thing about adjustable suspension or something. Adjustable ride height. You'll see that I get ragdolled out of the vehicle. Unnecessarily. And that was only 3 days ago? I mean, I don't think this thing can go fast enough to ragdoll me out. There's some honey. There is some honey. That's what we're after. Get the goods. That walk running from? Oh, nothing. He's just happily trotting down the field. I was hoping there's going to be a farm bot. Not a farm bot. Oh, no. No way. A hay bot. Is there any... No honey on that. Ooh, there's some right at the top near the tree. That's pretty cool. Really? You're giving me 2? Almost. Can they please put some friction so that these wheels have traction? That is all the community has been asking for a very long time. We want some grip with our wheels. Okay, so now if we go to get the right place, we can set this up. Okay, awesome. And then finally we can worry about the cannon in a bit. But this will help us get water. Are you joking? I don't have any electrical things. That's bad. Because they're all here. Yay! And a switch. And I could have put the switch on that one. If only we had a cancel command. Please. Okay. There we go. Holy heck. 123 playbacks. That's crazy numbers. Thank you for everybody who has watched this little parts of this live stream. You guys have been amazing today. I really appreciate it. If you are not subscribed, please do so. But I would imagine by now everybody that's watching this is. So thank you guys for subscribing along the way. I really appreciate it. It makes me warm and fuzzy inside. Thank you for agreeing with me. If that's not the thing, this thing right here is by far the most annoying tree that you cannot do anything with. I just wish that that tree. See, that's something, again, I don't know anything about coding. Can't be that difficult to cancel a command. Throw in some ifs and whens and whatever and have it cancel until it's finished. Now, you were on the right line, Skur. I knew what you meant. Craft bar, that's what we were after. Switch, wood, vacuum pump. Awesome. Then we just need honey and level 2 metal. To get level 2 metal, we need level 1 metal. And 2 pieces of water. Okay, cool. You want to remove bushes, you say? We cannot allow that. It'll make the landscape look too bland. You know what? I think since putting that middle wheel on the back there to get it out of my inventory, this vehicle is actually worse. Interesting. Not interesting. It's kind of got a chitty chitty bang bang sort of feel to it. Where are we? Where are we? Oh, we're here. Ooh. We've got some vegetables awaiting for us. Jolly good. Maybe we can think about moving them. I'm going to move it on the square, though. Up, please. Up. Up. Okay. We're going to need you, and we're going to need you. We're going to need you. Just to be doubly sure. Upright. And that way. Connect you to you. Connect you to you. You don't need to. Okay. I did not remember. But we do need to connect you to you. Awesome tricks. We're getting there. Slow and steady. take that because we'll need some metal, and we need a little bit more honey, and then we will have our vacuum watery pumpy thing going. Maybe we will look at a controller, just if we can get a controller just to rock it backwards and forwards. Stop! Honey, 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 honey. Get wrecked. Cool. We're thirsty. Wouldn't it be nice if you could drink water? Just me? Anybody else? We could drink water, because, you know, it is wet and watery. That'd be kind of helpful. Don't know whether it could be a thing. I mean, there'd be a reason why we're drinking milk and milkshakes. But I'd like to be able to drink water. Yeah, that'd be cool. Put it in the fridge or something. I know. Where are we going? This way somewhere. This way. Iceberg, dead ahead. I'm disappointed with the lack of buildings that there are to loot in this sort of immediate area. I'm just not looking forward to grinding for component pieces. I would love an engine. It'd be nice to get an engine upgrade. Oh, the auto eject. How lovely. Advantage. So then we'll get the water cannon. We'll get a button and... Woo, that was lucky. Water cannon, please. Water cannon. Metal 2. I'm not going to have enough metal, am I? I need 20. No, I don't. I need 10. Oh, that got me sweating a bit. Yeah, that'd be cool. And welcome, Lois Lewis. I think that'd be a good idea, actually. There's no... I mean, I suppose, realistically, once you start getting into it, you could do so much with everything. And I think that'd be the problem. Where do you draw the line? What do you allow and what do you stop allowing, kind of thing? Be a bit crazy. Button as well, don't I? Put on a push button, maybe? Yeah, we'll put on a push button, then we can just stand and hold for a bit. Come on, Mr. Bot. Not a single star in the sky. You look hungry, mister. Can I have some milk, please? Thank you. Okay, we'll set this up. And then we'll rearrange our soil so that we can actually... Yeah, okay. We'll rearrange our soil a little bit in the hope that we'll somehow be able to water everything, even though we've got no way of moving the water pump. I will just have it shooting straight up in the sky. Yeah, that's true. There's no reason why they couldn't. Yeah, so I get this water pump looking upwards because it kind of disperses, it showers down, and doesn't it like rains on you in a random fashion. At least I think it's random. It might be predetermined or something. Or it might only have a certain sequence of randomness that it can be. So if I can work that out and put the soil plots underneath where it rains, then we might get maximum rainfall. You see, I've never navigated with the sun on this. I've always just kind of learnt coast and tried to do it that way. If I can work out where I am roughly based on how the coast shapes, then I can always get it back to base. And then I remember when I went on my first big adventure to the ends of the world. Say the ends of the world, but like the end of the island, if you like, that I was on, and then became very disappointed when I realised just how small it actually was. I had it in my head that it was this big, wonderful kind of, you know, ever-growing world. Kind of like Minecraft is, I guess. And then when I found out that wasn't the case, I was disappointed. So then if we hook that up to that... There we go. And... I suppose we could put that there. This is going to be interesting. I think it is, yeah. It's true. And then if I press this again, it'll get them to, right? Nope. Interesting. Let's play a game called Where's the Water Gonna Land? I think that would have got that if that was there. Whee! Direct hit. Oh, now it's in the same place. Come on, don't be like that. Okay, cool. I mean, it's not the ideal way of watering, I understand. I think, would you think it'll get these as well? Maybe. What's that? 3, 6, 7. I think it was more this way. Maybe a little bit more this way. Hey, there we go. Not ideal, but that is still faster than running with a bucket of water. I thank you. Okay, now I guess we can sort of... What? Where are we? Tree. We can sort of start building some sort of structure around this to claim to be a base, maybe. I don't know. Oh, no, 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 no. If we move closer to the rock, that'll give us protection from one side, perhaps. Yeah, okay. What building materials have we got in the car? Cardboard. Okay. I'm going to take this bit of wood and this bit of metal. Of course I've got metal. What an idiot. And then we'll take whatever we've just cut down from this tree. We'll build a little something. Shack. Shelter. However big we can make it be. It's not going to be too big because we don't have that many blocks. But I will be winding it down. We've been going for 3 hours. 3. Crazy. So I appreciate that. $19 likes. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. So it's a long start to a new world. I'm not very happy with the world that I have been given, but we make do with what we have, because not everybody can be happy all the time, right? It's about adapting to our situations and being able to adapt and overcome, I think are the words. Thank you. Aha, there we go. Okay, so I'm feeling... We'll not get too close to this because of the water cannon, but if we... Okay, so that's square that way. Build some sort of base. Over there. Oh, I've had an idea. I've just seen something. What about if we build up on these? What about if we build up on these? And then boom, 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 boom. Can we run up that? No, because we need to be one more block here. And then this becomes our house, where this is the floor, and then we've got kind of different rooms if we really wanted to. Interesting. I was hoping we weren't going to fall down there. Yeah, so this will be a start. This is where we'll stick up. It's alright, Richard. We're past that now. We have got ourselves a water pump up and we are ready to go. So I'm just going to kind of lay myself out a little idea. Nope. One in there. And there. $96 blocks, wow. Blocks really don't go very far in this game, do they? There we go. So then have that there. Maybe bring that across, maybe? That's higher than I wanted it to be. So we are there. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Little drop down there. Shazam. This will be home. Just kind of laying out a template of where my base will be, if you like. I want to build nice and close to the packaging station. I've got a couple of ideas that I want to try. But for now, we have got a sort of farm set up over there, just behind that tree. So we've got it's a 10 plot farm at the minute. And this is just, like I say, yeah, we're just masking out how we want it to be. And then we're going to have a haybot turn up, no doubt, and he will ruin it all for us. But, you know, you've got to have a rough draft first. There way up. We can put that on a bearing or something eventually and have that close and open. I'm all good. Thank you very much for the offer though. I appreciate it, but I'm okay, thank you. And then we'll be there, and yeah. Fill it and post this all together. Bada bing, bada boom. Something along those lines. Okay then, folks. Being as we've been going for 3 hours, and I appreciate every single one of you, I'm not going to force you to watch anymore. I shall leave it here. And we'll pick it up another time. I can't honestly tell you when because I just don't know. I appreciate every single one of you that has dropped in today. You guys have been awesome. If you are not subscribed, have a think about doing so. Go on. For me. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before my birthday, which is in some time in October. I don't want to give the details away too much. But it'd be brilliant. It'd be an awesome treat if you guys could help get me there. I would love you forever. Thank you very much for watching, guys. You have been awesome. I will see you again next time, where we might actually get somewhere along the lines of doing something. But for now, thanks for watching, guys. You guys have been wicked. Hope you have a good day, night, or evening. See you again. Bye, guys.